Trump is talking about getting rid of income tax for anyone that is making $200,000 or less. So that's about pretty much everyone I know.
Same.
And he's saying this will combat the harsh reality that we're facing for tariffs. What do you think about that, Stephen?
I mean, I'm glad he said something about tariffs, because maybe something people don't realize, I think a lot of people do, is when those tariffs were enacted, it was the largest tax increase on the American consumer ever in a single day. So something needs to be done to offset that between inflation, tariffs. I feel like just the American people have gotten shellacked so far by all of these issues and hardships, and inflation is not going to go down, so maybe income tax going down can help. What do you think?
All right, so I wrote down some facts because I actually did some reading, a lot of reading on this one, because I'm for any way that I can buy more shoes.
Okay.
And so here's what I've learned. So
which are more expensive now.
Which are more expensive. It's crazy, except for Kanye shoes because of things he may or may not have said. The federal government spent $7 trillion in 2024.
Okay.
And then the federal government collected $5 trillion in taxes in 2024. Then the Fed government borrowed $2 trillion to close the gap between revenues and expenses. So the federal government is in debt to the tune of like $34 trillion because it borrows every year, right? The current administration says it can eliminate the federal income tax, which brought in $2 trillion in 2024. Oh wait, yes. And then the current administration says it can collect $1 trillion in tariff tax. Wait, so this means the federal government would need to borrow $3 trillion a year, not just $2 trillion, to close the gap between revenues and expenses. So based on these numbers, getting rid of personal income tax and replacing it with tariffs on imported goods does not make sense from a budgeting standpoint. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I'm all for it. Let's do this. This can work.
Yeah.
Nothing else this man has said has even, matter of fact, came true, let alone worked.
Or made sense.
Yeah, or made sense. And this is what I'm here for. I'm here for the new reality of 2025, the Donald Trump, Terrence Howard math.
Yeah.
1 times 1 is 1.
It's 1.
But 1 times 1 in Terrence Howard math is 2.
That's right. I know exactly what you're referencing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm for it.
Yeah, I think we all saw what Doge did. They said they're going to save how many trillions, and they pretty much saved nothing. And they actually spent money, apparently, at the end of the day, setting that up. So whatever they say they're going to save is like body counts. Take what they say and divide it by 7.
They saved $65,000 by getting rid of Iranian Sesame Street. I don't know if you heard about this.
I heard about it, yeah.
So,
which is pretty lit. Did you watch it?
It was crazy.
It's pretty lit.
No more democracy on Sesame Street in Iran for those guys.
Yeah. It's a fucking shit show. I don't know what else to say. It's a shit show right now. It's crazy. Yeah.
Get rid of income tax.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Please help us.
It doesn't, the money is pretty meaningless at this point. Buy Bitcoin, buy gold. If you don't like Bitcoin, figure it out.
Have a baby like Anthony. Start having babies like Anthony Edwards. You get $5,000 each for each one.
Yeah.
And no one says you got to stay.
I think most importantly, find God. We're gonna need it.
100%.
We're gonna need it.
Find God, and rob that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna need help.
Trump is very good at saying stuff that he knows people are gonna like to hear. That's why he's gotten elected.
Respect to him.
Respect to him. Yeah, that's huge props to him. And he's not really great at following through on those promises. And I will remind people, he's very good at bankrupting companies and coming out on top. And that's kind of what is happening right now in America. And we'll see what happens.
So you're saying he's bankrupting America?
Well, to be fair to him, it was already bankrupt before. But
that's a good point. He's selling off all the dead whatever it is, dead assets or whatever.
Yeah. And he's we have whatever, Trump coin, all that stuff now. So he's definitely making money off of it.
Trump is doing so bad, he made Candace Owens turn around. You know how bad you got to be doing that Candace Owens is rethinking her position?
She lives in a gated community.
She is a gated community. Her brain is a gated community. And now she's like, I regret voting for him.
Yeah. She said that?
She went on camera and was like, I regret voting for him. I don't recognize this administration. Trump made Candace Owens grow a conscience.
Wow.
Exactly.
Damn, that's saying something.
Yes.
That's crazy.
The Grinch has finally grown a heart.
I feel like Dr. Umar even renounced Candace.
Yes. She married a snow bunny. Black kings forever, snow bunnies never. Never.
You gotta throw the hands in it.
Snow bunnies never.
Yeah, man. It's a shit show. I bet there is a tax repeal that passes, but I do think it's just gonna benefit the top 0.01%. And it'll look like optically it helps poor people. But it won't, because that's how it always works out.
Now, when you say 0.01%, now you mean those who are making 0.01%, or do you mean...
I mean people net worth 100 million plus, like real assets, not you own a couple shares in GameStop. I mean, like, if you have real fucking money, you'll benefit from whatever income tax change is coming. And don't come at me with but this assets, bro, you don't make income off of it. He'll find a way.
So now when you say you make real money, is it kind of like when the credit card company hits you up and is like, hey, how much do you make this year? And you can lie to them?
Yes.
And you can tell them how much you make?
Yes.
All right, because I technically, for a credit card I'm signing up for, I make $600,000 a year. So I got real money, Trump. Don't make me taxable.
Yeah.
I'm one of Elon's kids.
Yeah. Well, that's my take on it. I don't know.
My take is that the math ain't mathin' if you're using old math. But if you're using new math,
Terrence Howard math,
it's mathin'.
We just got to embrace it, man. We got to embrace no logic.
The no logic. That's where we're at, 2025, no logic.
Yeah, no logic. Like the rapper, no more logic. No logic.
Yeah.
Logic, don't release a new album.